All right, everybody, we are back here for donation deck number 2. Big shout out to Koito for this lovely donation deck. This is Golgari Sacrifice, which people have tried a little bit in the past. The versions that people have played previously have been more collected company focused, and you'll notice this list has a lot more spells. So we have Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, both main deck, 4 copies of Village Rites, 4 Tyvars, and 2 Huntsman's Redemptions. So due to the increased spell count, we don't really have enough creatures for Collected Company, but we still have kind of the same core creatures. So Priest of Forgotten Gods, extremely powerful, specifically even with the new card, Mosswood Dread Knight, because if you sacrifice Dread Knight to Priest, you get 2 black mana for Priest, which you can then use to play the Dread Whispers from your graveyard. Woe Strider, extremely good, making 2 bodies. You can even sack Woe Strider to Priest if you have enough stuff in the graveyard. Use the black mana to get it back. And then kind of this like weird mana engine with Blisterpod plus Village Rites to kind of cast your 3-drops on turn 2, which I kind of like that as well, because we're not playing Llanowar Elves, so you kind of have, you still have a way to go from 1 to 3, which is nice. Vraan, extremely powerful. It only triggers once each turn, but it's 2 life, so you can go like trigger it once on your turn and trigger it once on your opponent's turn for, 2 life, or essentially 4 life each turn cycle. Tyvar, probably the best card in the deck. Huntsman's Redemption is a new addition, which I kind of like, because, again, you have a lot of cheap stuff that you want to sacrifice. Cult Conscript, Blisterpod, Mosswood Dread Knight. You have a lot of free stuff that you don't mind putting in the graveyard, and this can help find you your more powerful cards, like Priest, like Vraan, like Woe Strider. So, yeah, I kind of like this approach more. I mean, I don't know if I like it more or less than the Coco version, but it's at least a different take on it, and I am excited to play this. This hand is okay. We don't quite have anything to do with Village Rites, but the rest of this hand is kind of fine. We could find like a Blisterpod or something. I'm down with it. I know, I love Village Rites too. It's been mostly outmodded in Rakdos Sacrifice because getting the treasure is so important when you're playing with like you're playing red cards, so you're playing a second color, and just like the treasure, giving you the treasure to use with Mayhem Devil is really important too. So like Deadly Dispute is a much better card, and I guess the most important part is the fact that you can sacrifice blood tokens. So you can just like play Harvester and then not lose your pressure and still be able to, churn through your deck and stuff. But it is a cool card for sure. I do like it with Tyvar, because you can go like Tyvar, rebuy something, use that creature maybe in the same turn, and then sack it with Village Rites. Okay, they do take the Tyvar, which makes sense. I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing against so much mono black in Pioneer recently. It's been all over the place. People love this deck. Okay, it looks like it's just Rakdos. People do love their Go Blanks. Is that why everybody's playing mono black? Because they finally realized that Go Blank is just the best main deck card in the format? Any special reason for its popularity? I honestly don't know. People do love their Go Blanks. They want an excuse to main deck Go Blank. And you can really only justify it if you're playing Waste Knob. Oh, did we F? Chat, did we F? Tomber said F. Oh, okay. Tomber, don't scare me like that. You can't do this to my emotions with all the issues we had yesterday. You can't be like this. Although this is like right around the time where we F'd yesterday, the 2-hour mark, so I would not be surprised if we do F in the next, 10 minutes or so. But if we don't, that's a good sign. How bad could him really be? You do not want to see Pioneer with him to Turok. Rakdos is already the best deck. You don't want to give this deck him. It is getting a strictly better Dreadbore. Yeah, we're playing Gigantha just so we can tell ourselves that we're a Jund deck. Unlicensed Hearse. That card's good against me. Main deck Hearse, is that common? Yeah, I was gonna say, main deck Hearse is kind of weird. They just knew they were gonna queue into this Golgari deck. Yeah, I don't really care about that card. Yeah, they don't want to lose the Greasefang. They've been burned too many times by Greasefang. Not today, buddy. Not today. Yeah, may take a braid too. They are really not losing to Greasefang. Returns to the graveyard from battlefield. Show this turn. Non-skeleton, huh? What am I even looking to draw versus this Hearse? I'm just gonna play 2 idiots and pick up Giganta. Cult Conscript cannot be playable. It's actually really good with Priest. Because when you activate Priest and sacrifice a non-Conscript creature, like a non-Conscript creature, you can just immediately get this back with the 2 mana from Priest. It's very, very good. I had this in the previous version of Golgari Sacrifice when we used to play it. I had 2 copies of this, and I think it's very good. Yeah, I don't know if people are going to play that card, Turtle Power. Still undecided. I found the Out to Hearse. I'm not going to do this turn. We'll wait till next turn. I'm just going to cast 2 CJ and pass. We even get a discount on the Boseiju next turn. That's kind of hot. Sure. It's the 6/6, right? Society, if they just put a number on the Hearse, so I wouldn't have to count all these individual cards. I am special effects. So I uploaded a YouTube video a couple days ago that has all of the cards that I'm like excited for in the set. And we're going to be doing a lot of brewing on stream tomorrow. That's kind of the entirety of tomorrow's stream, is we're just going to build decks. I'm not going to play any Magic tomorrow. Just going to be brewing decks. So if you're excited to see what I think is going to be good in Lost Caverns of Ixalan, be sure to tune in to tomorrow's stream. Should be a good time. Sure. I don't know why I'm doing this now. I could have waited. Please leave with Orsov Cauldron. Yeah. I mean, we still can't play the cards yet. It's just building decks for now. But we can. That's definitely the deck that I'm the most excited for. So we can probably leave with that. Nice Hearse. Modern Red Eldrazi. What did we get from the new set from Modern Red Eldrazi? Dude, everybody loves Amalia. I am not sold on that card. I think that card's bait. Just not a big fan of it. Just Abrupt Decay. Sway forever. Just gonna shade 2 Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think that Amalia combo is just massive, massive bait. I mean, they're good at taking Fable. But, like, other than Fable, what do we really care about? We have Fatal Pushes for their Shieldreds and stuff. And it's just, if the game goes long, I don't want to ever draw Thoughtseize. Like, in that game, for example, I don't want to draw Thoughtseize on, like, turn 7 when we're both top decking. And I think we're both pretty good at trading 1-for-1, that I just don't want to be in a position like that. It's, like, good if you draw exactly 1 copy in the first 3 turns so you can take their Fable. Past that, it's not very good. At least I don't think it is. Well, funny you say 8 Field of Ruin. You can actually play 12 Field of Ruin now with a new cave. And for the most part, a lot of like non-monocolor decks do kind of skimp on basic lands. Yeah, Contortion Warping Whale. Fable, Bone Crusher, pair that with... Okay, I don't hate it. What's your early game, though? Like, what is your... You need to have a 1-mana removal spell on a deck like that. And you don't really have enough instant sorceries to play Fiery Impulse. I guess you could play Strangle? It's probably what you have to do. Sounds good. Can't wait for there to be a Caves deck. What is the Cave payoff? I guess the 5-mana card. That card is really powerful. I don't know what it's good in, but the Confluence is kind of a messed up card. Again, I have no idea what it's good in, but that card has to be good somewhere. There's just a lot of stuff that card does. Like, one thing that wasn't really apparent on first read of that card, if you have 6 lands and you have an untapped cave, you can just attack them for 9. It's nuts. You could just do a lot of stuff with that card. And then you can also blow up enchantments with it, so it kills like Leyline Binding, Chain of the Rocks, that kind of stuff. I like it a lot. Nice they don't have red mana here, so they can't stop my priest. May have like a Go for the Throat or something, but I'm still casting it. Because they can't like 2-for-1 me here. Sure, I'm fine with that too. They can't really play a Fable here into this. 3 mana, what is this? Liliana? They're casting Graveyard Trespasser, I'm also fine with that. Yeah, the castle's looking a little sus. I'll give you that. It's looking a little sus. Ooh, do we Gamba? There's kind of no reason to Gamba, right? Yeah, there's just no reason to Gamba. Could Gamba and spike a creature. I mean, I guess the reason would be spiking, like hitting a creature off it would be nice, because then I get to keep the Tyvar in play. But it's just like, it just doesn't matter. There's no reason to do that. Whoops. Do we Village Rites the Scion token? Could find a Thoughtseize. It's a little worse against Shieldred, because I want to be able to have easy Revolt for next turn. Because, like, what I can do, if they go land Shieldred... I mean, I guess I have the Priest for Shieldred, right? Like, Tyvar, rebuy Blisterpod, Priest them. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I guess that's okay. Well, we found swamps for my castle, at least. So it's not all that bad. Seems like there should be a one of something good to find with Redemption. Most of the time when you're activating Redemption, you're probably just going to find Strider or Priest, because those are the 2 best cards in your deck. I mean, I guess you could play 1 Shieldred, but then you would lose Giganta, and Giganta does kind of matter. Archfiend of the Dross. Not the best against Priest. The spicy one of Mire, yeah. Okay, so let's Tyvar. Yeah, let's Tyvar first. Minus. If anything, I'd kind of want to play like... Ooh. So we can do a lot here, right? Do I have enough mana? Hold on, let me think about this. What I want to do is get back Dread Knight, sack... I guess I'd have to sack Woe Strider if I did that. Sack Woe Strider, Dread Knight, 2 black, they sack this. Then I can go... Yeah, 1 mana short of doing both of this. So, in that case... Yeah, I guess I could just rebuy Dread Knight, play Swamp, sack Dread Knight to Woe Strider, push this, attack for 4, and then cast this next turn. That's probably fine. Yeah, I like that. And then we get the Dread Knight next turn. Bottom that. It'll push that. Attack. Was hoping for Grief Rhinos when we played earlier. Your deck was kind of cool. When you played that, when you did Jitsu that 3-1 in, I was like, I've never seen this card in my life before. I was a little scared about that card. That card definitely won you the game too. No Grief Rhinos today. Probably should have targeted the Woe Strider opponent. Probably would have been a little bit better. How did the Rakdos deck do? We went 4-1 Thunderthighs. It felt really good. I liked it. Okay, the flashback on Kroxa could be an issue. They have no cards in hand, 4 in the graveyard. So let's go Whispers. Okay, Kroxa is no longer an issue. Definitely should have played the castle that turn. I don't think it's going to matter. This game feels pretty over. Oh, did you play Mana Traders matches? Didn't they changed the qualifying structure, right? I think if you 6-0, you automatically qualify. You don't have to play the full 10 matches. I thought it used to be 7-0, but I can't remember. Sand looks great. Phenomenal. Do we lead Thoughtseize? We can lead Thoughtseize, go turn 2 Priest, turn 3 Blisterpod, Vraan, sack both. Let's lead Thoughtseize. This matchup seems a little sketch, not gonna lie. Seems a little difficult, considering they don't really care about Priest that much. Please don't find Lotus Field. Fuck me. So they have 2 Viziers in hand. Kind of don't want to sacrifice Vraan to Priest. So let's do it this way. And we could play the Vraan with the mana. Yeah, I'd rather have the Vraan in play. And then next turn, I can go Pod, Dread Knight, sack both, drain them. So they're going to take 6 next turn. We might be able to race them. And this basically means they can't cast these Viziers, which they would normally want to do if they don't have a Lotus Field, if they don't have a Thespian Stage. And they just can't even cast these. So that's good. Isn't it better to go Pod, Rites into Dread Knight? Oh, you're saying next turn? Pod, Rites, and then we could sack the 1-1? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Well, no, because what if I don't find a land? Then I have to sack the Vraan Priest, which I don't want to do. Right? Like, if I go Pod, Rites, I get a 1-1. And then if I don't draw a land off Rites, I have to sack the 1-1 to play Dread Knight. And then I have to sack Dread Knight Vraan to use Priest. Yeah, we're playing Tyvar in this list. So I think that's worse. And then we can rebuy the Dread Knight this turn. We could also just double Village Rites if we want to. This is probably a little bit better, because I haven't played a land this turn. Okay. So they go to 12. We can end step sacrifice the Scion to get them to 10. Okay. Can I kill them? So end step sack Scion. They go to 10. Untap. Attack for 2. They go to 8. Play Pod. Play I think I'm 2 points short, right? So end of turn sack this. They go to 10. Untap. Attack for 2. They go to 8. Play Dread Knight. Play Pod. Sack both. They lose 4. Yeah, I'm too short. They go to 4. And then I can sack the Scion on their upkeep to put them to 2. So I appear to be 2 points short. I don't know if I can make up those 2 damage somewhere. I don't think I can. But I think I should still do this. So the reason I don't want to attack with it first is because it's more damage if I sack into turn, because this thing only triggers once per turn. And I'm already going to trigger the Vraan this turn by sacking with Priest. If you draw an untapped land, can sack Vraan to get a new Drain with Tyvar. Oh, you're saying if I rip an untapped green source? Yeah, so we can go Pod, Dread Knight. Yeah, Pod, Dread Knight. Sacrifice Vraan Pod. Oh, wait, no, we don't even go Dread Knight, right? Hold on. Wait, no, we're fine, right? We just go Pod. Sacrifice these two. They lose 4, right? They go to 4. 2 black floating. Green, Tyvar. Black, sack Priest, put them to 2. Upkeep, sack the thing, they go to 0. Yeah, okay, this is good. We still win. I think that's good enough. I think I did the math right. I think we should have Xaxes. Yeah, so green, Tyvar, Revive Vraan. Simply just cast Lightning Bolt. I guess I could have also untapped the Priest. No, because I don't have the brand back. Yeah. So we did this, sack this, and then we killed them in their upkeep. Cool. That was hot. Yeah, I'll put a stop in their upkeep. They could Otawara the Vraan, I guess. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, they realize they're dead. All right, well, winning game 1 is massive because we do have a decent number of sideboard cards, mostly Duresses. Duress get in here. I don't think I want anything else. Just swap push for Duress. You could maybe argue that Leyline's good because it shuts off Leer lines, but it is extremely narrow. I think I'd rather just have the discard spells and nothing else. I don't know, though. It shuts off their Balagid lines, too, right? They just have so many answers to Leyline. They have, like, 3 Boseijus, 2 Otawaras, 4 Sylvan Scryings. It seems very, very effortless for them to answer Leyline. But maybe that's a bad reasoning. It's like, don't bring in card because they have answer to card. It's close. I don't know what you'd cut. Maybe the Huntsmans are kind of too slow. Never, ever, ever cutting Priest. Priest is the best card in your deck. You don't cut Priest in any matchup. Even against decks that don't have creatures, this is still your win condition, because you just drain them out with this. I know it might not seem intuitive that, creature that makes them sacrifice creatures is good against Lotus Field, but it just deals them so much damage. Alright, so their hand is Vizier, Leer, Omni, Stage. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So I guess we just go Strider, sack both Thoughtseize Conscripts. I don't know what I'm taking. Double Stage, huh? 4-1 Cathal. Leer, Omni, Vizier. I think it's Leer? The issue with taking Vizier is they just have 3 Lotus Fields anyways. Like, what does the Vizier even do for them? Like, they already have 9 mana. I think I'm supposed to take Leer. I guess they don't really have anything to do with the Leer. I guess there's arguments either way. They're both kind of mid. What if I just took the Omniscience? What if I just took this, huh? They're close enough to casting it anyways. Like if I take Leer, they can just play stage, turn after that, cycle, cast Omniscience. I'm just gonna take the Omniscience. I don't know if that's right, but Yeah, we can also kill Lair with this. Like, if we're worried about them playing, like, next turn, we can just hold this up if we want to. Played stage. Yeah, no, I know. So this might be a good turn to hold up Priest. But then we have to go Dread Knight Pass. I mean, I could also just use the Priest because the Lair is not that threatening, or I could use it end of turn. Yeah, maybe the play is just go. This isn't sorcery speed only, right? Yeah, okay. So I can get this back into turn. So let's just play Dread Knight Pass. I think I like that. And then if they just do nothing, we can go end of turn, sack both, rebuy conscripts. Could have drawn a card first. Yeah, I guess that means I don't hold up Village Rites, but that's probably okay. I was thinking I wanted to hold up Village Rites, but yeah, that's probably irrelevant. Yeah, it's sorcery speed. It is. It is. You are correct. Attack for 2. I think we're still holding up the Priest for Lair. So we just go draw a card, play a 3/2. Yeah, but it's less cards. But maybe that's not relevant. Because I don't get to dig one card deeper. But maybe that's not what we're worried about at this point. Because I could have just dealt more damage if I just attack with the Dread Knight. Yeah, maybe you're right. It's like not even that bad. Okay, we'll get this back now. They can play Lair if they want. Looks like that's what they're doing something. Okay. So we don't know any of the cards in their hand. Yeah, we needed an untap land, so we could go Tyvar, rebuy Priest. Untap land or a 1-drop would have done it. So what is the plan now? Could go Thoughtseize, rebuy Priest, chump block Lair with Cult Conscript. Yeah, I guess that's true. Thoughtseizing them is kind of pointless. I could just play Vraan Priest. Let's just do that. Let's play Vraan Priest. Alright, go. Don't kill me. Yeah, Season's just -2. And if they had a Pour, they would have cast it first. So they definitely don't have Pour. Okay. That's, like, mostly irrelevant, right? Get Otawara. Which I guess they're looking to bounce Priest, maybe? Oh, the 5 headline. Depopulate, hold priority, bounce Otawara. That's sick. That's a cool line. Now Thoughtseize is back online. Yeah. I mean, they probably didn't draw a relevant spell anyways, right? Well, they actually did draw a relevant spell. Probably Woe Strider here. The Lair's going to be a problem. No, I could chump block with the Go token. I have plenty of blockers for the Lair. I don't really care about that. We died to this Lair. What do you mean? I could just make a bunch of blockers. I got blockers for days. They drew Chandra? Now that's problematic. That's an issue. What was the hand? They had a land left over. So we know they have 2 lands. Lotus Field plus Botanical Sanctum. And they drew Chandra. Okay. They hit Balagid, Strings, Vizier. Or, well, just Balagid, Strings. This only casts instant sorceries, right? So they can Balagid back Lair. What a strange game. What a really, really weird game. It's lethal next turn. Yeah, they probably have lethal next turn. And they're holding Lair back to block. It doesn't help. Yes, Vraan does trigger on their turn. But it's only another creature. So if I sacrifice... Like, if I sacrifice the Go token on my turn to put them to 6, I can't... If I sacrifice the Vraan to Woe Strider, it doesn't trigger. So, like, I could go Tyvar, Rebuy Priest. Attack, see if they animate the Lair. I guess the issue is we just can't kill the Chandra, right? We know their last card's a land, so there's no point in duressing them. Let's just go pre-combat, Tyvar, Rebuy Priest. And then go to combat. And if they animate the Lair... If I attack Chandra to 3, does that matter? They can still just kill everything at 3. I'm just gonna attack them. What's up, Gremlin? They fixed the CPU issue. Did they tweet about it? Restart MTGO. I'll do it after this match. Go? I think I'm probably dead. Awesome, Gremlin. That's sick. Guess they can go Balaged, Rebuy, Lair, and then they have the Lair to protect against the Priest activation. That's a little awkward. They fixed the CPU issue. Let's go! You love to see it. We have addressed the issue. Ignore the light mode, by the way. With increased CPU usage in a hotfix patch now available to download. Alright, cool. Restart after. I mean, to be fair, the stream hasn't crashed today, so it's been fine so far. Yeah, they mined enough of our bitcoins. Light mode jump scare. Private leaked? What do you mean? Can't even see anything. Oh, at the bottom, yeah. Whatever. They're killing Priest, Goat. Where are they killing Priest, Goat? Oh, they're just gonna lethal me with Lair, aren't they? Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Because they can strings, right? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10 plus 6 is 16. They have Exacxies. Oh, yeah, they have 2 strings anyways. Yeah, I guess I have to hit exactly Boseiju off of this. What was that? Not bad. Not bad. We take those. W. W. Buy a lottery ticket. It's because I am subscribed to MTGO Premium. You too can top deck the Boseiju for the low price of $4.99 a month or a Twitch Prime subscription. It only works sometimes. No, it works all the time. The question is, can I kill them? I don't know that I can kill them. I think I'm a little bit short, right? I'm gonna F6 and make them think I don't have anything. Because we have floating mana, so even if if they go to combat, then it'll just pass priority back to us. Chef's kiss. Mwah. See you. Can they Balaged back the Lair? I guess not this turn. Alright, now the question is, how do I kill them? I don't think I can kill them, right? 3 mana, Tyvar, Mill. Yeah, I can get back Priest, play Dread Knight, but that's not enough. No, the Lair's not exiled. Or you're saying the Balaged is? I don't know what I could draw into off the Dread Knight, though. What can I draw? Because I have to spend 2 mana to draw, right? I don't think I could hit anything. Like, a priest doesn't do it, because then I can go priest Dread Knight, but I can't. I don't have a third creature, because the Tyvar's on 1. I can double Tyvar? Is there anything I can do with that? Tyvar rebuy priest, Tyvar rebuy Dreadnought. Yeah, it doesn't do it. Yeah, I mean, I could just buy back Woe Strider. And then that still gives me lethal next turn because the Tyvar's on 2. Well, no, because they just kill the Tyvar, right? But I could just draw a creature at that point. No, we know their last card. It's a land. Their last card's another Lotus Field. Alright, what'd they draw? It's a really good draw. Needed them to brick. I guess they probably weren't going to brick anyways, because they could have upticked Chandra. Yeah, I guess we were just always losing this game. Kind of sucks. You know why we lost this game, chat? Because we didn't get any Twitch Prime subs. That's why we lost. That was a close game. Yeah, draw 6 plus 4 mana. Is it actually deterministic? Blame the US government. It's usually the US government's fault. There's like a small chance they brick? I don't know. Probably not. Are we wasting time here? Duress yourself now. They killed Tyvar. Why are they killing Tyvar? Just because they can? This is a lot of mana. What could they possibly be casting here? Oh. Yeah, okay. They just gained 1,000,000 life. Alright, let's go to game 3. Zakama. Yeah, we just can't beat Zakama. They just gain so much life. Alright, on the play for game 3. Check out though. This hand is excellent. Exquisite. I'm going to lead on a discard spell. Because I want to play Priest on 2 and then double spell on 3. Okay, well they have Field Stage. So there's kind of no reason to take Scrying. What if I just took Balagad? Yeah, I like it. You ever just Thoughtseize your opponent's land before? Feels good. Come on, pass. Yes! You'll love to see it. Let's go... I think we go Dread Knight, sack both, rebuy conscripts. I could just leave them both in play, I guess. Maybe it's better to leave them both in play. I don't know. Probably it's better to leave them both in play. I just like drawing cards, though, you know? You ever just want to draw some cards? I like drawing cards. Just keep pressuring them. Okay, drew a land. Now they can Scrying. Playing Grazer. Sure. What a sack because it's +1 damage. Yeah, but we lose the Strider. Oh no, I could just sack the Conscripts. Yeah, I should have done that. You're right. Okay, so they might Grazer Lotus. So now we can go... Draw a card. Cast Dread Knight. Priest them. Sack these two. We go to 13. We attack for 5. We can just do this next turn. So why don't we Thoughtseize them? Petition, Strings, Impulse, Scrying. I think I'm going to take Strings. And then not cast the Village Rites. So now they go to 8. Next turn we put them to 3. Guess we're going to be a little bit short. Perhaps I should have taken the Sylvan Scrying. I don't know. Just like, I'm a little bit worried they could do something with the mana next turn. Plague Knight here would have been lethal next turn. Oh, sure, instead of drawing a card with it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Instead of drawing a card with the first half of it. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so they have Petition, 1 unknown. Yeah, I gotcha. Play it as a creature, sack it, play it as a spell, then play it as a creature again. Yeah, I'm with you. So let's go Dread Knight first. We could put them to 1. So they go to 3. I kind of want to go Village Rites the Conscript first, because we kill them if we draw Vraan. It's not quite Vraan. I guess there's no reason to use the Priest now, right? We can just go Dread Knight, Blisterpod. Well, I mean, if they have a sweeper, right, then we just go Priest, put you to 1, get a 1/1 off pod, like sack these 2, let the sweeper resolve. Yeah, I guess Lockdown. Lockdown would do it. Any thoughts about running Zulaport Cutthroat? I just don't know what you cut for it. I guess you could maybe trim. I haven't like actually cast this card yet, but yeah, these decks used to play Cutthroat in the past. Yeah, also Lockdown's fine because we have a 3-mana 3/2. Yeah, it's true. Cool. All right, I'm gonna restart Moto because apparently we have a patch. Sounds weird because we have stupid Deathcap Glade. I'm gonna keep it. Not a big fan of this Deathcap Glade. Serpo's out, trapped in the land now. I'll take some brainstorming the side deck. Another card you might want to consider is. Hold on, I don't know if I'm just gonna push that or not. No, I'm gonna play a creature here. Another card you might want to consider. Do I draw a card? I really don't want to miss my land drop next turn. Feels really bad. Another card you might want to consider is Torch the Tower. It's a good way to sacrifice artifacts. And the nice thing about Torch is it deals, I think it deals 3 on the kicker, and it also exiles, which is massive. So like the exiling is huge on that. This is not good. Can I please find a land? Nope. Uh-oh. I did one more draft last night, Lemon Wedge. I just did the same thing. I just drafted 5-color nonsense. All right, you win. So we do have the technology. We are prepared for Convoke. We have the technology. Kind of want to cut Fatal Push against them. Let's do it. Blue-red spells. What's like the payoff for blue-red spells in that cube? My opponent, I did lose a match last night where my opponent cast that card that conjures the Power 9 into your deck, and then they cast Time Walk, and then they drew Time Twister and cast Time Twister into Time Walk, and I felt like I was just in a, it was just like a nightmare on loop or whatever. Well, the weird part about Illness is it's not one-sided. So, I don't think these illnesses are very good, Koido. The more I think about it. Because they are insanely awkward with Strider and Blisterpod. You might just be better off playing... I know you lose Gigantha, but you might be better off playing Meathook Massacre. Yeah, there's been some illness in the ranks. Ral Chandra, double visions, Lutri Rutha, take extra turns, deal 20. I see. I see. Thank you, Gremlin. Yeah, chat, for those of you who don't know, we are now sponsored by Heavy Play. If you would like to check out any of their lovely products, !Heavy Play. They got a lot of cool stuff over there. A lot of cool stuff. They gave me some products to demo, and we demoed them on stream on Tuesday. A lot of cool stuff. Oh, yeah. Got the whole setup right here. I got the deck, the dice box, the playmat. It's all magnetic. It's really cool. It's some really revolutionary stuff. Even the sleeves are cool, like the curved sleeves. All right, no good. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about. Shoving off rhinos before I sit down. Was there a rhino? Oh yeah, the the rhino was in the front, so you could see it through the window. All right, I'm gonna cast this Illness in the Ranks, and then I'm gonna play a Woe Strider, and it's gonna, kill my own goat. A small sacrifice. It's gonna cast Dread Knight. I want to apply the pressure. Apply some pressure. Yeah, their hand of like Ornithopter, Gleeful Demolition, Legion's Landing, Resolute Reinforcements. I hope their hand is just all tokens. Well, not those kind of tokens. No, more tokens. All right, combat. Maybe, yeah. Did their clues get -1/-1? I'm just gonna cast this. Combo deck, baby. Combo deck. Can I sacrifice the goat with the illness trigger on the stack? If only I could. Watch them cast Winning Announcement here. That'd be hilarious. The Killer of Giants. Alright, in the queue. Surge, Destroy Evil, Torch, Soul Guide. That's side deck right now. I would almost want to play Torch main deck. Like 2 Torch main deck, maybe a third in the side. Yeah, in response to state-based actions, I would like to sacrifice my token. This is Convoke Slander. Bro, it's killing my own tokens. I drew Illness in the Ranks with my Woe Strider Huntsman's Redemption combo deck. Like, this is a banger song. I'll turn it up. You guys want to jam? I'll turn it up if you spam whatever, cat jam. I'll trade either of these for Giant Killer, I think. They don't want to trade. So they definitely have a Convoke creature. I hope they don't have 2. Jessie's great. We love Jessie. She said Woe Strider Dread Knight is a Splinter Twin situation. It kind of is, to be honest. So right. So true. Pepe Jam, Pepe Jam. Rude. I can accept. They have a Pathway in hand, right? Oh, I didn't block. -1 Keck W. So they drew Battlefield. Okay, their hand is Demolition Pathway. Cool. Combat. Go to 8. I can cast Dread Knight, sack both Dread Knights, 2 mana, play Redemption. Might just be better to play Redemption here and not play the other Dread Knight. Because, like, if I go Dread Knight, sack both, and miss on a land drop, I'm kind of in this weird spot where if I cast Redemption and only have 3 mana next turn, if I just, like, cast both of these from the graveyard, that's my entire turn, and I don't, like, really want to do that. So I think I'd rather do this. Kind of opens up my options a little bit next turn. That song was a banger. Jeez. Really good song. Ice Cream Man, thank you for the follow. That was a really good draw. Is it? What do I even want to get? Should play Virulent Plague. I mean, at least the Beast token would still survive Virulent Plague. I'm gonna look at my deck list real quick. I don't know what I want to get. We're doing some thinking and some thonking. Get Woe Strider, but I don't get the token because of the stupid illness. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna sack anything. Let's just do no. So they have a Gleeful Demolition in hand. Kind of just want to go to combat first. Let's see what they do. I think their plan is to tap Dread Knight. I think their plan is tap Dread Knight, double block here. I'm just not going to attack with the Beast token. Yeah. Alright, no attack with Beast. We can go post-combat. I guess we just go play Vraan, sack Dread Knight Beast token. I like this. CCG Crease, thank you for the follow. Chad, if we get anybody else in the stream that is not currently following and you want to, appreciate you hit that follow button. I greatly appreciate that. So we can go draw a card here, play the pod, and then they're just dead next turn. They're actually dead on my upkeep. Even if they tap Priest to upkeep, we just sack both and kill them. Cool. Game 3. Illness in the ranks. Let's do it again. Alright, so mulligan to illness? Or... Right, it is other creatures, but the thing is, if you sacrifice Vraan and something else at the same time, it will still trigger. Because they technically go to the graveyard at the same time, and that's it. Like, I think it's like a state-based thing where it triggers. I'm not exactly sure how that, like, why it works the way that it does, but I know that's how it works. It's kind of like a weird, not intuitive thing. Well, thank you, CCG. I appreciate that. Yeah, new Dive Down episode dropped today. ! Dive Down if you want to check that out. Some good listening material, maybe on your way to FNM, or perhaps your way to the pre-release, which I guess is just FNM. I remember, does any of your stores still do midnight pre-releases? The LGS that I go to does not do midnights, and I remember that was like the coolest thing. You know, when we used to have midnight pre-releases, I would go to those things all the time. Curious if people still do them. 7 p.m. 21 plus drunk pre-release. Now that sounds like a good time. Restless. Shit, I don't have an illness. Where's my illness? That's also not illness. What they reveal? Oh, just the nuts. Okay, good to know. I don't really know how I ever win this game. I guess it involves this card? I don't know, that's right. Probably not. Could have maybe played this, draw cards. I'm just so far behind. That's true. At least we get to keep the goat. That is good news if we don't have illness. We get to keep our goat around, which we can just use for, other reasons. I'm 30 years old. Do you expect me to be able to make a midnight pre-release? Yeah, that's true. It's funny because what we usually do FNMs, like whenever we do FNMs, sometimes they'll want to play out top 8, right? And we usually play 4 rounds and sometimes cut the top 8. But every time that I'm in top 8 and they cut the top 8, I just concede to first round of top 8 and leave. Because I'm like, I just can't be bothered to stay that late. So usually when I'm in top 8, that's when they want to play it out. Yeah, I guess I should have multi-illness, huh? Can Vraan sack my board? Just to gain a little bit of life. I don't know if that's good. Vraan sack my board, play conscripts. They sack there, trade there, go to 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I go to 1. It's not very good. I guess I could do that, huh? Yeah, this isn't that bad. I'm gonna play Strider. Yeah, land's not too bad. Because we can hold up rights. I'm not sure that it matters. The Ornithopter. Can't beat the Ornithopter. Dead to the Ornithopter. I mean, I could survive, but I don't really know how I'm winning. 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. I mean, I'll pretend like I have outs. See ya. Illness in the ranks. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, never playing against Sam. Start over. Yeah, play against Jesse, play against Sam. Jesse says buying a donation deck and sending you stock Convoke. I'm down for it. I'm not gonna say no. Somebody donated for stock 4-color beans last week, so I'd much rather play stock Convoke than stock 4-color beans. I'll tell you that much. No, the bunny's cracked. Don't cut the bunny. Why are people cutting the bunny? Card's great. Sam's a Lotus gamer, right? Yeah. How do you feel about Jund Saga in Modern? It's a fine deck. I think it's, a worse mid-range deck than Scam, but I think it's an okay deck. This Fatal Push ain't doing much else. I put a card on bottom. The Scry. But yeah, I don't think it's that bad. It's just a much it's a much more one-dimensional deck than the Scam deck is in terms of you basically can only ever do the mid-range stuff, but Scam gets to steal free wins by doing the kind of combo aggressive stuff. So, maybe you could argue that it's slightly better in the mid-range fights because it has Urza Saga, but it just loses a lot of percentage points against the unfair decks because Scam just gets to steal wins against those decks by turn 1 double griefing them, And you don't really have that with the Jund Saga deck. I'm going to go for rebuy and just try to spike a priest. And we hit a Blisterpod. It's kind of like the same thing. Could have maybe cast the Redemption that turn. Is that better? Maybe it was better. I mean, I'm probably dying this turn anyways, so it's irrelevant. I do like Warden in the Convoke deck. I am excited to try out Warden. We're gonna be brewing a lot of LCI decks tomorrow on stream. So if you're interested in my thoughts on LCI and Pioneer, definitely want to tune into tomorrow's stream. We're not gonna play any Magic. We're just gonna spend the entire stream dedicating just to building decks because there's so many cards that I want to build decks with. You think it's that good? I'm definitely gonna try it. Definitely gonna try it. I don't know if you want to cut. I don't know what you would cut for it, but I don't know if I want to cut Bunny. I believe LCI is going to be available on Tuesday, and I did see somewhere on Twitter that they're going to have the deck builders, like the deck builder, brewer, pass, whatever you want to call it. So we should have access to every single card on Tuesday, which means we can play whatever we want, and that is really cool. We're gonna do long streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, probably 12-hour streams, just trying to play all the decks. Depending on how many decks we build, which I think there's a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff in mind. Santa has no green mana. Does have 2 discard spells though. We'll draw green mana. I guess I should Thoughtseize them. I don't know if there's ever a world where I would take Gracer here, but okay, natural state doesn't matter against us because we do not have any targets. But a card on bottom. I'm going to hold on to the Duress. I get a little punished if they drew exactly Scrying, because they can find Thespian Stage with Scrying. I think that might be the only punishment, though. Okay, they didn't have Scrying last turn, so I'm just going to cast this. And then if I find a green source, I can go Blisterpod, sack both, Strider Duress. Take Pour, probably, over Ultimatum. That makes sense. Need to find green mana. Clock is a little bit too slow. It's not exactly green mana. Am I activating Priest here? It feels really bad, too. I think I'm not going to. I could have held it up, though, in case they, like, go for a Lair play. You have to dodge Thespian Stage. Okay. This is awkward. I could sack Priest to Village Rites, try to find a green source. I could also attack first. No, activation is better. It's 4 damage either way, right? Oh, I guess I can attack for 3 and then activate. So, attack for 3, put them to 9, activate Priest, put them to 5, cast Woe Strider. And then they're at 5, and I have Woe Strider Priest, which is lethal next turn. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Math checks out. That's not a bad draw either. Well, I guess it's not gonna matter, huh? Your turn. Please don't draw Hidden Strings. Please don't draw Hidden Strings. That chat, they didn't draw Hidden Strings. You'll love to see it. Oh, that is a one-lander. That is certainly a one-lander. Oh, look, another one-lander. This one's worse. I guess. Not a great hand. I kept 7-2. What they do with the Scry? They kept the card on top with the Scry. What would they keep on top with this hand? Probably any land. I'm going to take Scrying. Hopefully not Lotus Field. They could also find Lotus off Impulse. We're going to need to find a lot of help off these Tyvars. I mean, I guess the good news is they kind of have 2 dead cards in hand. These Grazers are not doing a lot for them. So, go. Did they not find a land? Perhaps? I will say, after the update, because they did mention, or Moto mentioned earlier that they made a hotfix for the CPU usage. Moto has been running a lot smoother, and the stream is also running a lot smoother. So big shout out to Daybreak. Common Daybreak W, as it were. Okay, we're playing Grazer. Sure. So we know they have Vizier Grazer in hand. We're not cycling Vizier this turn. Not great. Cycle Vizier. I found a stage. I think we are in danger. CN for President, thank you for the 23-month resub. Welcome back. Getting us that much closer to playing some pure Modern. I would love to play some pure Modern. Yeah, this is game 3. We're about to be going to match 5 very, very shortly. Here, I'll even do you guys a favor. Oh, wait, they bricked. Hold, wait. Maybe I did that on purpose. Manifesting the brick. Combat. We're still, like, so far away from killing them, though. Kind of need a priest here. We got a Vraan. Vraan or a Dread Knight. Dread Knight's probably a little bit better, right? Yeah, Dread Knight's got to be better. I mean, you guys might not want to believe it, but Donation Deck Thursday is peak. It is the best day of the week. I promise you, I do not enjoy myself more than on Donation Deck Thursday. I love doing these things. They're always so much fun. Upkeep Impulse. Looking for discontinuity, I guess. Or maybe they already have discontinuity. Kinda seems like it. Yeah. Alright, 6 mana Time Walk. No, I don't think we have anything in the queue next week, so I believe this is the last week that we actually have decks in the queue. So if you guys want to submit donation decks, we got a lot of space. 5 gifted subs or $25. Yeah, I know. Exactly. And, like, the thing is, I'm not really a competitive person, you know? I'm much more about, like... I mean, I guess I kind of am, but ever since I've started content creation, I've realized that, at least for me, I kind of enjoy myself a lot more when I'm just having fun, and not, like, just, you know, playing Scam and all these kind of, like, hyper-competitive decks over and over again. Like, that's just not... that's so boring to me, so... Dark Petition. Yeah, 12-hour Scam stream. Is that what you guys want? You guys want me to play Scam for 12 hours a day? I'm all set with that. Am I dead? I don't think I'm dead. I don't think that I'm alive, but... 2 green. Why did they make 2 green? Sure. Wow, double scrying ain't no way. I can't kill the Chandra, can I? I can put the Chandra to 1, I think. Did they get Lair? They didn't get Lair. Oh, they milled Lair. That's why. Okay, I was like, they would just get Lair there. So if I have to make Lair a 3/3, because then they chump Lair. Chandra takes 6. Goes to 1. Yeah, I mean, this is my entire turn, but I kind of have to do it. Just hope that they brick somehow. Not very likely to happen. Simply just Boseiju the Lotus Field. Very, very true. I cast Ultimatum and put me out of my misery. Alright, you win. Let's get a little 3-2 prediction going, shall we? Yeah, Field of Ruin too. There's like a decent number of things that would kill it if it didn't have X-Proof. Storm Carved Coast. Kind of just want more black mana in play. Big Shreds. That kind of helps. Would have liked to have played Vraan this turn, but I don't want to let them untap with that card. Do I main phase this Village Rites? Probably do, right? I don't want them to have Spell Pierce. Consider. Yeah, exactly. That's true. They would just be able to field the Lotus Fields. Well, I guess I'm gonna get got by Spell Pierce anyways, huh? Because I'm just gonna jam the Tyvar this turn. They will simply just not have Spell Pierce. Untap Castle turn 3. I know, right? It feels like cheating when you have Castle into play untapped on turn 3. I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that. Okay, no Spell Pierce is good. Opt. I mean, I've seen mono black decks where Castle comes into play tapped on turn 4. They just have like Hive on turn 1, Gaia Reach Sanitarium on turn 2, Takenuma on turn 3, and then their only land is a castle, and they just have 2 Shieldreds in hand. I'm not really sure what happened to creativity. I've seen some people play it like over the past couple of weeks, but it's certainly decreased a lot in popularity. I'm not sure if it's maybe it has like, I mean, like what's the matchup spread like? I guess it's kind of like 50-50. It doesn't really have any blow up matchups. You understand what SMH stands for? Dreamer might. I don't know where I'm going with that. I didn't think about it. Didn't think about it that much. You're at 12. I guess. Yeah, maybe doing it this way was bad, because now I don't get to play the Hive. I could have used the thing for mana, and then I could have also played the Hive that turn, but then I would have had to sack the Mosswood. Yeah, I would have had to sack the Mosswood the Village Rites, which I didn't want to do. Is 40 a lot for a playmat? It depends on the playmat. Some of the ones that are like more sought after, I'm trying to think of like the one with the Brainstorm on it. That one I think goes for a lot, but yeah, there are definitely some that go for more than others. But yeah, I would say on average about 40 to 50 is reasonable. Ooh, you know what? You know what playmats are awesome? Is... Hold on, what was that one? Is it this one? It was like an anniversary? Yeah, this one. I'm trying to find a good image of it. Yeah, this playmat is fucking nuts. I don't know what this one's from. It's from Minneapolis. But this is the 25th anniversary one. It just has like an iconic card from every single year. God, that one's so beautiful. This might be my favorite playmat. It's really nice. I don't own that one, but I would love to. Dude, that one's sick. This one's crazy. I would snap that off. That looks hot. Yeah, it's like directly from the artist too, which is nice. Arclight Phoenix. Oh, sick, are they? I didn't know that. I gotta see what artists are gonna be in Atlanta so I can get some stuff signed. I gotta check that out. Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing with our lives? I guess we're just casting this again. I could play the Woe Strider instead. I could go Dread Knight Hive. I could go Dread Knight Swamp Village Rites, or I could go Swamp Woe Strider. Maybe Dread Knight Swamp Village Rites is good. Guess I could have done it all, right? Where I go attack for 1, Village Rites, and then use the Scion token to play this, and then also play the Hive. Perhaps that was better. But then I lose the Scion token for whatever that's worth. Mark Teeden, nice, nice. Looking for the Tassipur playmat for ages, can't seem to find one for sale. That was the one that SCG used to do, right? They used to do like the characterized versions of cards. MTG playmats. Yeah, it says they're out of stock. This website is. That one's so sick. I don't know if I have any of the SCG ones. I have a box. I want to go through that. I have a giant box of just like a stack of old playmats from PTQs and stuff. I gotta see which ones I still have. Willing to drop an oil bear on it. Oh, wait, this one maybe has it on sale. I'm looking. Looking. Nope, they're out of stock. It looks like every... Oh, wait, eBay. Have you checked eBay? Look at that. There you go, $43.99. $43.99. 8 available in stock. All right, I will take 3. That's not even that bad. It's a good price. Opponents at 7. Let's do it like this. Let's go on tap. Is it the Star City eBay? Oh, it is. Yeah, they just they just have them on their eBay. All right, so let's go Village Rites, sack this. I'm gonna push their Phoenix just to get in 3 damage. Guess they might just have a removal spell for me. Woe Strider, sack Goat. I guess if I'm gonna play the Woe Strider this turn anyways, maybe it's better to do it that way. I keep the Blisterpod. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Strider regardless. So I should have done that first. Yeah, you're right. And then I could go, Woe Strider, sack Goat, push, attack for 4, play Hive, hold up, Village Rites. That'd have been slightly better. Which one's this? This is Deathrite Shaman, right? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. That's really cool, though. Deathrite Salmon. Ah, I see. The play on words. It's pretty good. Oh, well, hello there. Okay, let's do this first, because we're going to cast push regardless. But now I could just go... not play the Hive and get the Priest into play this turn. Okay, rude. I have 5 cards in hand. This is really difficult. Because I also kind of want to rebuy the Tyvar with Takenuma. I don't really have time for that, though. Okay, let's do this. Let's play Strider. I'm just not gonna play the Hive here. Maybe it was better to sack the Scion and play Priest there. It's just a little bit worse if they kill the Priest, because then I don't have the token anymore to attack with. We can also rip Tyvar, and then just Priest immediately, which would be nice. Why isn't Grixis Phoenix a thing? Kind of just mana considerations. Like, you have to play a lot of Shocklands if you're going to splash black, and splashing black for Thoughtseize and adding a bunch of Shocklands makes you a lot worse against the creature decks. This is just lethal, right? Yeah, it's 18. Didge. Well, good thing we have these ley lines. Leyline does solo. I don't know if I love Duress. I kind of hate Fatal Push against them. I like Thoughtseize. I like Village Rites. Redemption could be a little sketch. I could keep in 2 Fatal Push just for Ledger Shredder, and I think that's good. It wasn't lethal. Yeah, it was. They had 2 turns. 6, then 6, then 6. Push is better than Seize. Could do 3-3. Yeah, they could have Thing in the Ice too, but we also have Priest. I guess we shouldn't assume that our Priest is ever living in this matchup. What's up, Mikey? Stream has been perfect today, which is good. I'm very, very happy about that. I was kind of dreading today's stream because I wasn't sure if we were just going to keep crashing over and over again. It's been good. Yeah, maybe multi-ley line. I mean, I'm not going to mulligan a very, very good hand. Like, for example, if my hand is maybe 3 lands, Conscript, Priest, Tyvar, Thoughtseize, like, I'll keep those kinds of hands. But I'll mulligan, like, marginal hands to find ley line. Like this hand is very marginal. It's also only a 1-lander. See, this one on 6 I am going to keep. Mostly because I'm already on 6. Well, this is my last match, Mikey. We're 2-2 right now. I know. I forgot to update the record. We are 2-2 in this league. Down a game. How expensive are Dragon Shields in the US? I usually pay... I think I get them at my LGS for like 12. Something like that. Now, the next 2 leagues are going to be Modern and Standard. Shut up, Tonber. Shut up. Stop. IHOP playmat is going for 300 on eBay. 300 pancakes? What is $300 in the price of pancakes? The pancake currency. 350 pancakes? Sounds about right. Well, they said it had 8 hours left, or 3 hours left. Sorry. So I assume if there's only 3 hours left, it's probably been up for a little bit. Rude. Very, very rude. They're casting Consider in their own upkeep? Judge, I think the top card of my opponent's deck is foil. Can you please check their deck for me? Phoenix. Dose Phoenix. This feels really bad, but I also don't want to take 1,000,000 damage. Alright, please give me a land. Thank you. It's not very good, but maybe if they don't have another removal spell, we can go like Mosswood, sack both, 4 black, play ley line, go from there. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, that's true. I guess they just, like, maybe they didn't have Gaze in hand, and they did an upkeep in case they hit Gaze off of the Consider, which does make sense. The gas crews were Omega dead. Okay, no crews. Hold. Halt. It's kind of really awkward that we have to use the priest and then the ley line. Because obviously I'd much rather do it in the reverse order, right? But I think I'm just going to do it this way. Because, like, they didn't have a 1-mana spell last turn, right? Otherwise they would have just played it. The issue is they have 3 Phoenixes in the graveyard. So, not great. Not great. They banned all 3. Canal, Shredder, Shredder. Kind of have to hope their hand is lands. Which could be. They've missed a land drop yet. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, okay. That's not a bad one. Yeah, they could have Phoenix in hand too. I mean, honestly, if they had Phoenix, they might have just cast Phoenix that turn. So I guess we're drawing a card, casting a Blisterpod, casting a Dread Knight, playing a tap land, attacking for 1. And then ideally, if they get Phoenixes back and they cantrip into them without killing the priest, we can, in combat, kill one of them, go to 6, and then it'll get exiled. Oh, sure. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, I don't think they had removal 2 turns ago, because the turn where they went, not last turn, but the turn before, they had 1 mana left over, and they had 2 cards in hand, and they had the opportunity to kill Priest after playing 2 spells. So they didn't have a removal spell that turn. And if they had a removal spell last turn, they probably would have killed the priest already, right? So I think it's safe to say they don't have a removal spell in hand. I mean, the only thing that kind of makes sense is more lands, right? 2 mana, upkeep. No, main phase. Main phase 1. Well, they've been 2 Shredders and a land last turn, so they could have still drawn a land last turn for draw step, right? Oh, right. The way this is worded, it works through Leyline. They chose Cruise. That's bad. If we can dodge removal here, we're kind of chilling. If they only have cantrips, then it's not that bad. If they can't kill this, we're actually in an okay spot. But if they find a removal spell, we're screwed. Like, if they just go double cantrip, get back 3 Phoenixes, we can go Priest, sack these 2, exile 1, take 6, go to 6, untap, Priest the other one, Tyvar, untap, Priest, play this, kill both Phoenixes, and just be, like, in an okay spot. So it's all going to come down to whether or not they can fight a removal spell this turn. They're shocking. That is, like, the worst case scenario. Okay. Sack these 2. Because they also get the Phoenixes back this turn. Well, shit. I don't think we have any outs now. Not only did they have a removal spell, it was the best possible one. They might just be double queuing. Honestly, they're probably just double queuing. That's usually what happens when stuff like that occurs. They're at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can attack them for 6. What can I hit off Priest? Second Tyvar? I guess I should be attacking them first. Actually, second Tyvar doesn't even do it. Right. Yeah, second Tyvar doesn't even do it. True. That's like close. Not quite there. Tater Tot, thank you for the 26-month resub. Welcome back, buddy. Says Tron best deck in Modern, and it's not even close. Who needs beans when you have our Lord and Savior, Ulapog? I think you spelled it wrong. Alright, we got pretty close this game. We got very, very close that game. Tough one. Tough last match. And as Tonber said, started off 2-0, and the wheels fell off. You almost got there. The deck did feel pretty good. I'm not sure I love the Huntsman's Redemptions. I think I would, if I were to play this again, I would probably cut both of those. And I think I would probably cut either the 4th copy of Thoughtseize or the 4th copy of Fatal Push. And I would play the 4th Woe Strider, the 4th Mosswood Dread Knight, and the 4th Cult Conscript. I think those cards are all extremely good. And I think playing less than 4 copies of those cards is... Maybe you could argue that 3 Conscript is okay, but Strider and Mosswood are too good. You got to play 4 of those. I like the Rites. I like the Pods. Sideboard felt good. Yeah, those are the changes I think I'd make. But cool deck. Thanks again to Koito for submitting this donation deck. Hope you had a good time. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, you know the drill. All right. Everybody say bye, YouTube. Keck bye, YouTube. Cool. We are going to play some Grixis. Grixis control. Time for Grixis.